We've got the roof open, wide open, and we are ready for football at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a 1st and 15. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. On 2nd and 15 now. Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Check back. Under 10.
On 1st down, Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tack McKinley in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Love. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Third and long. It's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, Love. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Shift. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Bang, 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 bang. Now.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
And we got to get to the ball, D. Go. To the ball. Let's get it.
Throwing again. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime, 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun. Love. And going deep for Hill. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Bishop. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. On first down, Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
47's the mic, boy. Gun. Check, 47.
To throw again on second down. Newton, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, Newton finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here's Newton. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
It's going to be a long... It's going to be a express. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. I got you.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 2. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Come on, baby. Gun. Let's see what you got. Hey, check, Mike. Go. Check, Mike 47. Hey, Smith.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Parkey with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
36. Check 99. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Push him back. Push him back.
To throw again. Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run by Dixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's make these babies cry.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And he stopped immediately there. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Mike's 47. You must.
Now Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The give running right, Dixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
47 is the mic.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill. 8, 47 Mike, 47 Mike, fast. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bishop. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing is Newton. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
49-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
23 yards, the final tally.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Off the play fake. Love. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill smoke. 58, come on. Lock it. 58, come on. Let's go.
2nd and 15. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively off. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Throwing on first down. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Exit. 58, come on. Man. You check 3. Check. Kill on. Go on.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Operating from the gun. Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Switch it. While you're out. Watch the ship.
2nd and 5. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards.
Set, ready. Bravo. 50 Mike.
Off-play action. Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 12-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now on first, Dixon again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
I'm here all day. I'm here.
On second and 11 now. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Love. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Only took him 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to fight from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
53, Mike. You got double up. 53 to Mike. 53, check 53. Express. We won.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Two, fellas, let's go. Stop.
Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tack McKinley. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now Newton on 1st down. And an alley to run. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Saints 31, Falcons 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Complete to Alvin Kamara. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Sam. Take it back. Switch. Go on.
2nd and 3. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Love. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for number 81. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check 4, check 4.
They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, and that will do it. For the third quarter of action.
With the score, Saints 31, Falcons 24.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Look.
Looking to throw. Love. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike, 45. Tackles.
Throwing again. Love. Fighting through pressure. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Parkey for the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Thomas, the intended target. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they go with Dixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good, solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Kamara. 46 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His his 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Saints 38, Falcons 31.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now Newton. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. And that